If you have a 2018 to 2023 Mustang GT with active exhaust and you're looking for that Mach 1 look and sound, pick up this Ford Performance Kit. We're going to show you a product review, a step-by-step installation, some sound clips, and turn the volume up even further with a Steeda Resonator Delete X-Pipe. Here we have the Ford Performance Mach 1 exhaust upgrade kit fitting your 2018 to 2023 Mustang GT with active exhaust. If you're looking for a great way to not only get the Mach 1 styling, but also the sound, this is the perfect way to do it, as Ford Performance has included absolutely everything you need for an easy installation on your GT with active exhaust. The kit itself includes the Mach 1 axle backs, which include the actuators for the active exhaust. This is one important thing to note because if you've messed with the active exhaust before, adding an aftermarket system, you know that those actuators are a little finicky to mess with. So the fact that they include these right in the kit makes it a super easy installation. In addition to that, you also have the rear diffuser to help divert that air accordingly underneath the car, the Mach 1 rear valence, the mud flaps, the brackets to hold up that valence, installation hardware, exhaust hangers, and clamps. Literally everything you need for an easy backyard installation. So with that said, let's kick it off with the install so we can really upgrade not only the styling, but also the exhaust note on a 2018 Plus Mustang GT. Here are the tools required for installation. First, we'll remove the bumper. To do that, you start in the trunk and remove the 4 thumb screws holding in this trim piece. You can get the trunk floor out of the way, pull away from the threads, and then you can pull up on the trim piece to remove it. The taillights need to come out, so there are 3 10mm nuts and the connector to remove it. Pull this plastic Christmas tree out to get the carpet out of the way. The last nut is behind this module where there's an electrical connector as well. Go ahead and pull the taillight and grommet out, and then you can repeat the same process on the other side. A 7mm bolt on each side holds the bumper up top. Go ahead and remove this bolt on both sides. Next, we're going to lift the car and remove the rear wheels. There's 4 push pins that need to be removed to get behind this fender liner. You can see the 7mm bolt that needs to be removed here. Underneath, there are also some more push pins. Just above, there are 2 more bolts that also need to come out. If your vehicle is equipped with a cell phone antenna, there are 2 bolts that hold it to the bumper. These antennas are on both sides, just behind the inside of the side markers. Four bolts hold the diffuser to the vehicle. We're ready to remove the bumper, so we'll lower the car down, pull the sides away from the vehicle first, and then pull at the top to release it from the clips. Keep in mind as you pull the bumper away, there is an electrical connector underneath the right taillight location that needs to be disconnected. Start swapping the valence over by removing the 3 bolts on either side. One is missing here because that's where the antenna was. Pull this plastic support off the bumper cover to get access to the valence. Be careful if your car has parking sensors because everything's still connected. Remove the 4 screws holding the reverse light housing and set it aside. Use a flathead screwdriver or pry tool to open the tabs holding the valence to the bumper. The more flathead screwdrivers you have here, the easier this will be. If you've done front grills on these S550s, it's a very similar process. Make your way across the bottom of the bumper until the valence is completely removed from the cover. Next, you can cut the plastic hangers as shown to make clearance for the new diffuser. We'll need to transfer over the rear reflectors to the new valence. If the nut is stuck spinning, then you can use a pry tool that can help you remove it. These are self-tapping nuts. Squeeze the plastic clip and the reflector should pop right out. Simply reverse the removal process on the new valence. You repeat it on the other side. The Mach 1 valence clips right into the factory bumper cover. Go ahead and use the 4 bolts to secure the factory reverse light housing back into place. Then you can put the plastic support back into place. While the bumper is still off, we're going to install the exhaust itself, starting by removing the electrical connectors for the active exhaust. Make sure the wiring is out of the way. There's a couple Christmas trees here, so you may need a trim removal tool. This is the passenger side bracket. Go ahead and remove the top bolt. Both exhaust hangers by the differential can be removed. And up by the resonator, the clamps can be loosened to allow the exhaust to be removed. You don't need to fully remove these nuts. Here you can see the other bolt holding the exhaust hanger in the rear. Remove this on either side to remove the exhaust itself. Along the top side of either hanger, there is a little arm that goes into the body of the car that holds the exhaust up, so you can remove these bolts. Make sure the exhaust is clear of any wiring and carefully remove the whole exhaust. You may need a friend to help you with this. Lay the Mach 1 mufflers on top to make sure the mufflers themselves are in line, as well as the hangers front to back. Mark approximately 1/4 inch of where everything lines up between the old exhaust and the new exhaust. The clamps will allow for a bit of movement, but still, be sure to measure twice and cut once. Now you're ready to make the cut. If you're keeping your resonator, go ahead and reinstall in the vehicle and add the included clamps. Then skip ahead to the time on the screen to continue. If you're installing a Steeda Resonator Delete, flip the resonator over and line the two up so they're flush with each other. Then mark the other end on where to cut the resonator off. Add the included clamps and get the X-Pipe up into place. As a reminder, make sure the nut part of the clamps are facing down. We'll need to transfer over the factory hanger in the rear and add the included Ford Performance hanger further up. Then we can get the mufflers in place and hook them on the hanger. And after that, hook the rear hanger in place. Make sure the clamps have the nuts facing down and then connect the two together. Go ahead and start the bolt for the hanger and remove the wiring for this hole in the rear. Add in the J-clip that's supplied from Ford Performance right here. Then grab the correct side bracket, they are labeled left hand and right hand, for the side and screw it into place. The electrical connector for the exhaust valves can be reconnected. The excess wiring can be secured into your new bracket. Make sure it's up and out of the way from the hot exhaust pipes. And now we can reinstall the rear bumper. Make sure that the connector is plugged in and everything clicks right into place. Each antenna can be reinstalled on either side of the bumper. The screws holding the valence to the bumper can also go back on. Next, grab the new diffuser and get it hooked onto the exhaust hangers. Get both of the larger bolts screwed in that hold the diffuser up on your new brackets. Then the two bolts in up front. and the 5 bolts in the rear, as well as the push pins. Then tighten everything down. Then we'll install the splash guards on the bumper. It uses 2 bolts and a push pin to secure it in place. Make sure the 7mm bolt securing the bumper cover is also in place, and 1 more push pin on the bottom that connects the splash guard to the valance. Get all the push pins back into place. Repeat the process on the other side. Reverse the disassembly process for the bumper and taillights. With the exhaust clamps still loose, adjust the muffler's position relative to the valance. Make sure they're even on both sides. Then tighten down all 4 clamps, or just 2 if you kept the resonator. Having a buddy out back making sure the tips are straight while you tighten down is very helpful. After that, check for any leaks and your installation is complete. Ford Performance includes everything you need to make this a super easy installation, from the clamps to the additional hardware, and of course, you get that beautiful valence to finish off that Mach 1 exhaust look. If you're looking for the perfect way to switch up the rear end of your Mustang GT and add some awesome Mach 1 exhaust note to the mix, this is the way to go. One big benefit that I saw during installation was that this kit included the actuators, so all you need to do is strictly plug and play. Take your factory active exhaust wiring and plug it right in. Many of the other aftermarket systems out there require you to take that actuator apart along with the spring and install it on your new system. It's very finicky because it is spring loaded. Ford Performance takes that out of the equation with this system. One of my favorite things about axle backs for these S550 Mustangs is that you can create your own cat back by adding a resonator delete. Take the Mach 1 active exhaust upgrade kit, add it to your 2018 to 2023 Mustang GT or convertible with active exhaust. You get the Mach 1 look, you get the Mach 1 sound, and then you can take it a step further with an X-Pipe, and it adds just enough character to separate it from the Mach 1s out there or anybody else that has this exhaust system. Installation itself really isn't too bad. Just take your time, follow it step by step, whether you're installing just the axle back or the resonator delete as well. Be sure to comment below and let us know your thoughts. Do you like this sound? Are you curious what it would sound like with an H-pipe? Does it sound similar to the Mach 1s that you've heard? Let us know. Be sure to hit that like, subscribe, that notification bell, and don't forget the most important thing, speed matters.